Okay, I'm back. I have a very croaky voice. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm not sick. Can't stop fucking coughing, and my throat hurts like a motherfucker. But I'm not sick, and this has been going on for like a week. So bear with my croakiness. But as you can see, I got a new mic because, especially in the car, fuck this fucking phone mic. So it sounds a bit gamey, like if you use the gaming headset. Like it kind of sounds like one of these motherfuckers, but we'll deal with it. It's a good mic. I like it. So, new mic. Anyways, currently probably about 9 o'clock. It'd be about 9 o'clock just before it. At night, obviously. I don't wake up that early. Fuck that. I'm about to hit a lift. I haven't hit a lift today, obviously. I'm probably gonna go hit upper. I don't know. I was gonna say upper lower, but I'm gonna go hit upper. I've recently started hitting or doing upper lower, I should say. Switching from like an Arnold, which is what I was doing before, chest, back, arms, legs, to an upper lower. Obviously, the scientific reasoning for it is there. It's very efficient, effective, and another word, it's very efficient, right? You're getting in 2 weeks and some, you're hitting the muscle group two times and some per week. So you've gone from hitting the muscle group, or let's say, depends on the cycle. Obviously, it's more like a 3-week cycle than it is a 3-day cycle, if you want to call it that. You call it a 3-day cycle, but it's upper lower rest, right? So if I hit upper on the Monday and I follow this split, upper lower rest, I can get another upper day in for that week. So it's high frequency training, low volume, high intensity, not too high intensity though. Obviously we don't want to destroy the shit out of our muscles to the point where I'm coming back 2 days time and my fucking chest still hurts like a bitch, right? So I'm still training hard, but I'm not training really hard. But with this high frequency training, as they call it, you're getting that extra lift in, and whether it's upper, the second week will be lower, and you'll get 3 rest days in the third week, right? So you're alternating between what muscle group you hit 3 times a week, but you're still hitting a muscle group 3 times a week, which is good, Obviously, you can go one step further and do a full body, but I don't know if I can handle that. Upper lower has been a switch for me. I've always fucking hated on it, It's like, why hit legs 3 times a week? That was the reasoning back then, and it's the reasoning now. Like, fuck legs still. I'm joking. But I'm just trying it out for now, and I'm really enjoying it. I really enjoy hitting an upper body workout. And the pump is great. Like the pump after, you get the full upper body pump, believe it or not, because you're hitting upper. But that's like a crazy pump. You check that out after. Whew. Anyways, gonna hit this lift. I had a little bit of a pre-workout meal, if you want to call it that. I just had some meat. Pause. I had some roast beef. And a couple of vegetables, nothing special, a couple of potatoes, I guess. That's what Mama made me. But just enough to sort of get me fueled for the workout. And then I'm going to have a big after-workout meal. So we'll go to the car now, and with this mic, it's going to feel or sound a whole lot better, no more rattling. So that'll be good, that'll be exciting. But what's even going to be more exciting is this pump. So, alright, we'll probably make this one a quick workout. I kind of am scared of the dark. No, I'm joking. But, I don't want to be out till like fucking 11. So, but more on that. The upper lower, it's really high intensity, low volume. It's like I said before. So you're really only doing 2 sets, 2, 3, 4 sets max, a muscle group. So depending on the size of the muscle group, obviously you're training it intensely, and you're pushing it to failure, and you're still giving it that stimulation it needs to grow. don't get me wrong. But you're training it enough to where you can grow the muscle efficiently and then recover, make those gains, and come back quicker, you know? Instead of having to destroy the living shit out of your chest on like just a chest day, you know, you're destroying it, you're doing like 10 sets of like incline, 10 sets of flat bench, whatever. And don't get me wrong, you're fucking tearing the shit out of it, but have fun recovering from that, I'm just saying, because you have to take about 5 days off for about the same amount of gains as you'd make probably 1 or 2 sessions with the upper lower, you know? So in the long run it pays off. But as I was saying, you're not doing a lot of sets per muscle group. I think the most amount of sets I'm doing for a muscle group, especially upper, is my back. Obviously, it being a bigger muscle, it needs a bit more bias or sets, whatever you want to call it. So I do 4 sets of back. I do 2 sets of a pull down or a pull up, whatever you want to do. And I do 2 sets of a heavy row. I try to make this row bias my upper back. It really helps out with my rear delts, my traps, etc. Which then results in me only having to do 1 rear delt movement, or set rather, which I can squeeze in, and I kind of bias as shoulders, or not bias, but counted as shoulders. But other than the back, I do 3 sets for chest, so 2 sets of an incline. I've been liking Smith machine at the moment. I might do incline dumbbell though. Depends on really how fucked I can to be set up the how fucked I can be to set up the Smith machine. That was a fucking mouthful. Anyways, and I do 1 set of cable flies or pec deck, whatever you want to call it. I do pec deck because I'm lazy, but you can do whatever. And then in terms of arms, I do 2 sets per arm. I count shoulder as arm, so whatever you want to call that. I don't train front delt like per se, so I don't train a front press, whatever you want to call it, a shoulder press, a something press, but I get enough stimulation. I've explained it before. My tripod almost fell. I've explained it before, but I get enough stimulation from my, especially incline of any sorts. It's always going to bias your front delts and your upper chest. So there's not a lot to worry about when it comes to front delt. However, I do 2 sets of a lat raises. Of course, I do my cable lat raises. They are my favorite. I do 2 sets of biceps, 2 sets of triceps. I've been finding 1 set of push downs and 1 set of overheads to be pretty good. That's just what I like to do. And then for biceps, I've been trying to do preacher curls. Club Lime normally doesn't have preacher curls, or machines rather, and I'm not doing dumbbell, like those suck, you know. So I'll probably end up, especially today, be doing behind the back incline, or maybe even some hammer curls as well. It's not in this cycle to do it, but might do it anyway. But yeah, that's pretty much the whole upper day structured, right? So it's not hard. It totals to about 13, 14 sets, you know. So I'm doing 2 sets per arm group, so 2, 4, and then 6 for shoulders, and then 1 more for rear delt. So 2, 4, 6, 7. And then I'm doing 3 sets for chest, so that goes up to 10, and I do 4 sets for back, which is 14, right? So it's not a lot of volume, you know, and especially the intensity you're training, you're getting more than enough stimulation to get some growth out of it, right? So it's a really fun way of training, you know. Hitting upper or chest or back or whatever 3 times a week is pretty fun. And once again, like I said, pump is nasty, right? But I'm finding it fun, and I probably will stick to it. And in terms of like the science behind it, it's, you know, it's solid, right? It makes sense, right? You know, you can't just destroy the shit out of a muscle and expect it to grow, you know. You need that time to recover, and those 2 rest days, along with training a muscle group 3 times a week, that's kind of unmatched, you know. You're getting the same amount of recovery as you would in a PPL or an Arnold, but you're also hitting the muscle group 3 times a week. Like, you know, you can't go wrong there. So I'm looking forward to this session. I'm about to pull into the gym. Hopefully there's no one in the vicinity / gym, because I feel really awkward if it's just me and some other guy and I have this massive fucking tripod set up. But yeah, I will see you in the gym.
That expression. Am I perspiring? No, it's just the rain. These fools could never make me sweat.